Hello everyone, it's Minato here, and we're back with another Dokkan video. So we're going to be going over a little leak that we got from the boy I Seriously. So I Seriously did basically let us know, for those who do stack, aka save stones, the next celebration for global may be fruitful, but for others it will be a coin toss. And then he included this little hashtag, which is Metamoran. Now, this is obviously a hint towards the Metamoran fusion dance, aka Gogeta is coming next for global. Kawaii to kind of basically confirm it here as well. So it's pretty obvious the next celebration coming for global Dokkan will include Tech Gogeta, aka be the Tanabata celebration on global. There's a lot to cover here at the celebration, so I kind of want to go over the celebration and break down what exactly happened at JP, and maybe some things may be slightly different for global. And let's just go ahead and hop right into it. So this is the Glitter in the Sky Tanabata campaign is now here. And let's talk about this here. So of course we have the special login bonus, the special missions, and then we do have the Dokkan festival itself. So this is the actual banner where Tech Gogeta does initially drop. It's a pretty solid banner, these two are really good units. I would say up to here, these are all pretty good units right here, honestly. Like, these are all very still usable units in certain situations. Like, Gotenks you're gonna need for special pose, super battle road. Goten and Trunks are absurd. Goten and Gohan you can make look good, though they are not like the best or anything ever. These guys are kind of underrated, I feel like. And these guys are still really good. I'd say Pycon is also underrated as well. This guy kind of is definitely the worst unit on the banner. This guy got an easy A though, and he's decent, So this is a pretty solid banner to summon on, in all honesty. And it has these two new units, which are absurdly powerful in my opinion. So if we talk about the Tech LR Gogeta, Goku Angel, and Vegeta Angel, which fuse into Super Gogeta, I find them very, very good. In my opinion, they're comparable to STR Super Vegeta. I, again, personally feel that STR Super Vegeta is better than the two, but that does not mean these guys are bad at all. Like, in fact, STR Super Vegeta is still insane to this day. He's still easily like a top 10 unit, I would say, in my opinion. It's very hard to make these guys look bad necessarily. Like, maybe their attack stats may not be looking the best, especially at 55%. But they're so good for difficult content. They're very absurd defensively with the 30% damage reduction. They stack attack and defense. They can triple super during the turn. They do have the medium chance, the high chance of creating rainbow key spheres. I really do not like this mechanic, but it can come in clutch, especially if they are able to get a lot of key spheres. And basically, they will almost never hit a 12 key super attack from what I'm seeing, especially with their absurd link set, Sane Warrior Race, Experienced Fighter, Sane Lineage, Shocking Speed, Perfect Battle, Fierce by Legendary Power. This is an insanely good link set. Having 3 main key links right here is very powerful. These two are just main staple links nowadays for almost every good unit that comes out. This is actually a link that is pretty solid now too. There's been a lot of units getting this link specifically. They're on a bunch of category teams, 10 category teams in total. They introduced a new time limit category, which, the time limit category is pretty solid. There's just not really like a use for it now. There's no like super battle road stage or anything like that. I believe you actually have to use this time limit category for Infinite Dragon Ball History. Though if I skip ahead, there is a new Infinite Dragon Ball History stage. I believe you use time limit category allies to beat that stage, but outside of that, there's no real need for the time limit category. Connected Hope getting a new leader, I don't really care necessarily. We just got Pycon, so I kind of wish these guys were not Connected Hopes, but it is what it is at that point. Can't control that, I guess. So this Gotenks is a support unit that comes with the Tech Gogeta, and I feel like no one talks about this guy. I talk about him once in a while. I personally don't talk about him either as much as I should, though. I feel like he's kind of just like forgotten in a sense for some reason. This guy is absurdly powerful. He could triple super AoE stun enemies. He could provide the time limit category ally support buff, which again is pretty good. It's basically like almost every single fusion character, except for Super Vegeta, I believe. He has an amazing link set, Saiyan Lineage, Prepared for Battle, Furious Fighter, Super Saiyan First Battle. These two links are pretty solid too. He's on a couple of category teams. I believe this is 8 category teams in total, which is very nice. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. Just making sure. I would say 8 categories is definitely a good amount nowadays. Like anything probably even less than 8, or it's kind of like a little iffy, honestly, because like there's like so many category teams nowadays, so many category missions, that you want these units to be on a lot of teams to be able to be used in a lot of different situations, which I feel like this Gotenks is very good for it. He gets this buff when facing one enemy, especially this. Again, he get triple super attack if there's 2 or more enemies. That makes him a super battle road killer with this effect. He raises defense. Like, he's such a good unit. He's also farmable, I believe, since he's just Super Saiyan Gotenks, so you can farm him. Actually, you can't farm him, actually. I thought you could farm him, but either way, he's still pretty good. He has solid stats as well. He'll definitely help a lot of people in a lot of these Super Battle Road stages, like, you know, maybe Special Pose, especially. Movie Heroes Super Battle Road is not the easiest ever, though. Movie Heroes has been getting a lot of buffs recently. Stuff like that, you know. This guy's pretty good. I like him a lot. Okay, and if we move down here, well, we do have the Tanabata Dokkan Festival. This is basically going to be where the 6-year fusion is going to return. I'll take a look at it. It's a solid banner, you know, nothing really too special. We do get tickets for this banner. You get a total of 21 tickets in total. You get to do 7 summons right here in total, so no GSSR, but, you know, it's free summons, and a lot of these units are either getting easy A's or have gotten easy A's and are pretty solid right now still. And, you know, there's all these LRs right here, brand new units up here, so yeah, that's pretty good, honestly. And, you know, it's where the 6-year anniversary LRs first return. Yeah, moving on here, we do get, you know, the Auto-Kai banner, Super Cell, pretty solid cell that comes out. The Purunga Dragon Balls do come back. I actually didn't bring that up, but Purunga basically, you're able to go ahead and, it's like it's not the, how do I explain it? Oh, this is 2018, so this is 2021. It's different from the actual Worldwide Celebration one, because during the Worldwide Celebration, you didn't have the wish strips or this. So this is the first set of Dragon Balls, and this is for the second set. Be careful. I would honestly still prefer, I would recommend going Kai's, Orbs, and then probably Meat or this. These 2 are nice. So, like, if you want to get 3 extra tickets and do 3 single summons, that's fine. The 2 wish strips are pretty good. The wish strip selection is pretty solid this year, which we'll go ahead and take a look at right now. So basically, this is the character list. It's not really like, well, I don't even say it's that good. It's a solid one, I guess, you know, with some of these easy A's, but a lot of these units are old. There's not really any newer units here. Like, a lot of, if you see, a lot of units are old, so if you've been a long time player, you might not have a lot of these units. Me personally, I use the wish strips to just kind of finish off some units that I just had sitting there. But yeah, I mean, I feel like they should have updated it better this year. Regarding this is a new stage of the Dokkan event. This is the stage you complete every day to get skill orbs for the fusion category specifically. There's a new SSR added to the story event here, which is this Frieza. This Frieza is a pretty solid unit, actually, especially on the revenge category. He's going to help people for the revenge Super Battle Road stage, which will be coming soon to global, hopefully. We don't know exactly what's going on there. I'm presuming they're going to be in part 2 of the Gohan celebration at the time of this recording, but we'll go ahead and see. His great chance of stunning the enemy is going to be really good for that stage. You know, him providing the support type buff to revenge category allies is definitely very important as well. And he's just basically built to be on that team. As a free-to-play unit, I'm definitely fine with that. Free-to-play units being specialized towards a specific team is fine with me. You know, he's kind of just there, and he has a clear purpose for what he wants to do. You know, the revenge category is pretty solid in terms of the other teams. He's not like Terrifying Conquerors or the Road Warriors, Resurrected Warriors. Well, maybe not the Road Warriors, but Resurrected Warriors specifically. He does perform a critical hit when there's defenders just enemy or when allies attacking in the same turn or extreme class. I don't necessarily like this because Revenge is led by AJ Bardock and he's not extreme class, so you're not really going to see that too often, but I guess the guarantee crit is pretty solid if you are able to get that off whenever we do get a new Revenge category leader anyways. He has a very good link set as well. You know, Big Bad Bosses, Revival, Fear and Faith, Thirst for Conquest. He's a pretty solid unit all in all. And he has a brand new name, Frieza, Final Form, and Dead Core. So yeah. Next up, we do have the Infinite Dragon 1 series discussed. We have a new chain battle. Clash, I mean. So next we have the Extreme Challenge campaign. This is where we're gonna be able to easy the LR grade Saiyaman 1 and 2. Now I feel like these guys are also very underrated. It's like a lot of these units in a Tanabata celebration I feel like are underrated. Even Tech Gogeta, I feel like people, because he's not as good as S tier Vegito, people think he's somehow bad or something. He's definitely not bad. You know, I feel like a lot of these units are underrated, and I can't wait for them to come out on global. These guys I definitely love using. I think they are probably one of the most underrated LRs in the game, if not the most underrated LR currently. They are very, very good defensively. They could seal. They could, even buff attack for 2 turns. They could triple super and, hit pretty solid numbers at the very least. Not like the greatest thing ever, but like solid, like passable. When they're attacking extreme class enemies, which again will allow them to triple stack their defense if you get lucky. And they provide 4 key and 50% defense to superclass enemies. 4 key is so absurd for superclass. Like, you just has to be a superclass enemy. It's actually crazy how good this is. And I definitely, like, on the teams that these guys can be run on, I definitely would use it. I think the issue for them is definitely their teams. They're only on 5 category teams, which is very bad, honestly. Like 5 teams nowadays in 2021 is not good at all. They gotta really get some of these units with buffs. Their link set kind of hurts a little, but they do get the 4 key, which is definitely helping shore up a little bit of that issue, along with the 50% defensive support. I think they're easily one of the best floaters in the game, and honestly, like when movie heroes gets more buffs, these guys are definitely like a must run on there. Another issue is that, well, you could probably run them a special pose. They're going to be a really good option for the special pose category Super Battle Road, since most of the units you would use are super class specifically. I like this guy a lot. And then here's some easy A's that come for the Extreme Z area. This guy's pretty solid. There's just a lot of good Super Saiyan Gokus now, but he's a nice support type unit for free-to-play players, and he can get guard, get extra 200% defense with under 49% HP. Just a high chance is kind of meh, but he's free to play. He's like a solid unit, very solid link set. Not too many category teams, unfortunately, but yeah, I mean, not bad. Why not just farm him up? And again, if you are able to easy A him, you are definitely able to use. He'll help you for the Great Saiyan on easy if you don't have too many options there. This Vegeta is pretty good. He's not really talked about either. For like his outputs and what he's able to do for being a unit that was released back in 2016, I think that's very impressive. He could easily reach like over 3 million attack stats, around over 200k defense post super attack, because he does have to get, this is all when attacking. He has a solid link sets. I believe it's only 6 links, unfortunately, which, these old units are. And he's on a total of 6 category teams. It's not the greatest thing ever, but he's going to help you like Super Saiyan 2, Worthy Rivals, Attain Evolution is a new category that'll come out, Get the Warrior, stuff like that. Vegeta family getting another buff too is very nice. A good unit, nothing really too special though. I feel like I wish he raised defense right here. If he raised defense right here too, then he'd be absurd, but unfortunately not. Next we do have Explosive Chain Battle versus Super Janemba. Meh. The new Extreme Z battle against Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku here. So I really like this unit personally. I think he's a very strong, fun unit. I feel like he's very free and easy a lot of the times. Although he does have the high chance to create the Rainbow Key Spheres. There's usually, if he is able to create the Rainbow Key Spheres, he becomes absurd. And, teams like Majin Buu Saga, Movie Heroes, stuff like that have a lot of key changers for Rainbow. So this guy is pretty good. He's also super effective against all types for 7 turns with the start turn, which I feel like is something that people don't necessarily really bring up either, along with his medium chance of stunning. The 30% chance to stun is very useful for Super Battle Road stages. It's like Super Saiyan 3 Extreme Super Battle Road, Pure Saiyan's Extreme Super Battle Road, stuff like that. This guy's good. There's not really too much to say about him. He's very simple, but he's a very effective unit. You just really want to aim for those Rainbow Key Spheres. This is a very nice effect for him to get as well, in case you may not be able to get the most Rainbow Key Spheres, but at the very least be able to help protect himself, especially if he gets double supers. If you haven't given this guy like any hidden potential yet or anything like that, Additionals is definitely the way to go, because not only the super attack effect is absurd, but he's super effective against all types. I like this unit a lot. He does have Saiyan Lineage and Over in a Flash, so those are two pretty solid links, along with Revival being a decent link. And he is on a lot of category teams. I believe this is 10 category teams, if I'm not mistaken, like 10 or 9. Nice. Honestly, I like this unit a lot. He's one of my more favorite units to run, if not probably just my favorite TUR. Honestly, I love Super Saiyan 3 Goku, especially in this form. He was one of my favorite units back in the day, and I'm very glad that they revitalized him. So next we also have this Gogeta Extreme Z battle coming back, and this Pycon getting Awakening really early. This Pycon's pretty solid. He's a very nice floater. He's able to greatly lower attack and defense. He's not really the greatest though, and unfortunately he's only on 5 category teams. He supports Otherworld Warriors, which is 40% defense. I feel like they held back with this guy. He kind of put up pretty solid numbers. You know, he's not like the worst ever, but you know, it's not like he's great or anything. He's there. Of course, Extreme Super Battle Road. So again, we don't know anything about the Super Battle Road stages, but I'm presuming they're going to come in part 2 for global. These stages 100% have to drop, hopefully, with this celebration here. So this is stages 21 to 30. Universe Survival Saga is pretty difficult. Super Saiyan 3 is solid, I guess. Giant Form is pretty difficult. Transformation moves is easier. Ginyu Force is definitely on global. It's going to be way easier because you do have the easy A's. Wavy Bosses is pretty difficult. Pure Saiyan is pretty difficult. Future Saga wasn't too bad. Full Power is definitely the easiest stage. Like, it doesn't even feel like compared to the other stages. Android is somewhat difficult, especially trying to know item it definitely gives you some trouble, but keep in mind we're gonna get a lot of Red Ribbon Army stuff and things like that coming soon to JP and Global actually, so there may be some buffs to this Android team specifically which will allow this stage to become easier as well. There's not much else to talk about. Of course, we don't have too many here, but if we scroll down, we're getting a new world tournament. So this is the 40th world tournament. I believe it should be the same in global, where you should get this Kid Gohan. This Kid Gohan's pretty good. Definitely not a bad unit at all. I'm not sure if you're gonna get this Go Tanks. I believe you guys haven't gotten this guy's awakening yet, right? He's only in JP. Yeah, so this guy's probably gonna be the one to awaken. Have you guys gotten a world tournament card before this? Who was the one before this Gohan? I can't remember at the top of my head who was the one for this Gohan. So I don't know. It may not be the same world tournament, but this guy, I'm 99% sure, is going to get his awakening. He's a very, very good unit. Very nice, you know, floating support type unit. Shocking speed, perfect battle, Saiyan lineage. Look at all these teams he's on. Like, he's absurd. I love the Super Saiyan 2 Saiyan Gohan. This guy, I believe he should be next on J and Global. If not, then the one after. I'm pretty sure he's next though. Maybe I'm mistaken. I'm not too sure. I don't play Global, of course. But he's pretty good. He has a 6-year anniversary fuse. It's kind of a super attack effects where he has a chance to perform a crit for 1 turn. He definitely is key over reliant, but he does have the LR Gohan ability. The issue with him is that he doesn't have a good linking partner right now, and he doesn't have too many category teams. But you know, once we do get like a very strong another Tao, maybe you know, maybe another Tien that may be able to link solidly with him, something like that. This guy could be pretty good, so I'm excited to see what he may be doing in the future. Next, we do have Baton Battle. So this is the new set of Baton Battle. I believe collection right here. We should be in series. I believe this one is the first one where Series 3 drops, yes, because then you have the Super Gogeta, Janemba, stuff like that, and Cell Saga. All the Cell Saga cards are coming. So yeah, this should be what Global gets pretty soon for the Tanabata celebration. There's another Baton Battle, more stones to get from there. And finally, we have the Legendary Summon with LR Super Janemba. So his banner, skip, mid, good, mid. No, wait, no. Mid, solid, good, solid, meh, mid. Yeah, that's what I would say the banner. This guy's good though. Definitely very good. I feel like I see people hating on him nowadays recently, which I'm not on that bandwagon necessarily. I think LR Janemba is still a very, very strong option. He doesn't put up the greatest attack stats turn 1, but I like that he is good for both long events and short events. Specifically, in short events, his defense is definitely enough to go ahead and kind of survive. And this is very, very good for Super Battle Road settings, like absurdly powerful for Super Battle Road settings. Now, people don't like it. They're like, oh, it's just a nerf chance to basically counter, right? But this is also allowing him to be the only unit in the game to kind of counter the Blue Evolution Vegeta's Final Flash in the Legendary Vegeta event, which, you know, is non-global yet. So, you know, when that event comes, and if you have LR Super Janemba, he will definitely be a very, very strong option for that for beating that stage, you know. And once you're able to build him up, that he could definitely start building up very, very high attack and defensive stats. And it's not really too bad because it's per attack. So if you do end up getting a dupe or two in him, and if you kind of build him with additionals with this in mind, he'll be very good and he'll start being more key sufficient. I think an issue for him though is that key and attack at, like, you know, turn 1, the very start at Super Battle Road settings is not the greatest stats for sure, but he's more so, I feel like, meant to be like a wall in a sense. He has an amazing link set too. My biggest issue with him though is not even really the passive, is his category teams. He's only on 4 teams, which is very bad, like straight up just bad. I can't stress that enough. It's just bad. Like I said that 4 times in a row. What else can I say? This is like unacceptable for a 2021 unit, unfortunately. This poor Janemba. His art is really cool too, by the way. Like, look at this art. This art's so good. Oof. I feel like his leader skill is actually pretty solid, being a movie boss. As leader skill 4 key and 150% across the board. He'll be very important for the movie boss's Extreme Super Battle Road stage, because if you look at the movie boss's teams, are you going to run Physical Dragon Ball Super Broly? You can run Imp Broly, but he definitely does not work as well on the team as Janemba would, because Janemba is a unit that has, for example, Big Bad Bosses, Shocking Speed, Fear and Faith, Brutal Beatdown, Metamorphosis. These links are like 3-4 times better than like Sane Lineage prepared for battle for this team. So, you know, he'll link better with Coolers, he'll link with Bojacks, you know, Slugma eventually will get a Dokkan Fest, transforming Frieza. This guy's good. He's not bad at all. Definitely not bad. Easily a top 10 unit in the game, in my opinion. It's just that this is what really holds him back, unfortunately. But, you know, he can be used in multiple different ways. He can be used as a very strong option for, like, all 12 stages of the God event, because the guard ability is absurd. I love the guard ability. Personally, one of my favorite things about these guarding units is just that you could throw them, I feel like, in almost any situation and they will survive for you. They will work fine, which is what I love. As long as it's consistent guard, that's the thing. But yeah, I mean, that's basically the Tech Super Gogeta celebration. We'll go ahead and bring him up one last time. Let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for Tech Super Gogeta? Have you been saving for him? Have you not been saving for him? I didn't really talk about Super Gogeta, actually. He's good. I hate that that's 5 turns. This should have been 10 turns. This is almost useless. Now, this is all good. This is all very, very good. He has a strong link set. Got a lot of category teams. But yeah, there's not really much to say about him. He's good. He's very, very good. They just kind of went doo-doo with this. This should have been stronger, and he should have been way better. Because even though he's comparable, he's not even comparable. Like, Super Vegeta does, like, way more damage. It's, like, easily, like no contest. And he gets the 10 turns. It's weird. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thank you all for watching. And good luck on your summons if you summon on them, I guess, in a month or so. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.